Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RDR Talking Numbers. We're back at it again. Ryan over my left shoulder, Ryan over my right shoulder. Listen, I'm going to turn it right over to Ryan right off the bat. We've been waiting to do this show. Took us a while to kind of get our situation together. We had other things going on. But we're going to jump into something that I think there'll be some interesting conversation. I know I got some stuff to say about it. And just go ahead. Go right into it. Tell them what we're going to be talking about.
We want to touch on, we want to talk about Kobe because we ain't going to touch on nobody. We want to talk about Kobe. Great player, man. Best Laker ever.
Best Laker ever.
If you go by the numbers,
I say that with confidence, man. I think the guy was an assassin. I think he was a student of the game. I think somebody making a step to go to high school straight to the league is huge, man. It ain't been done. I mean, they cut it out. I wish they bring it back because you are really just stopping somebody from making money as an adult. I graduate high school, I can go fight the military, but I can't get drafted into the NBA, which I think is kind of whatever.
But you know why they did it, right?
Why do you think they did it, or why did they do it?
It's a money grab, in my opinion.
For college?
Yes, absolutely. Same thing we were talking about off the air earlier. It's a money grab for the NCAA.
But it's still,
and I think that NBA and NCAA are in collusion together. From that perspective.
Yes, I agree with you on that. I don't think they. I think they should. I don't know, man. I think it's a disservice to college.
I believe you should be able to do it if you want to. It doesn't water down the college game for a top prospect to decide to take the jump to the NBA. What it does do is it does expose a lot of people because for every Kobe Bryant and for every Kevin Garnett, there's a D'Antonio Wingfield or some other. There's
Jonathan Bender.
Listen,
I had faith in him.
Listen,
because he was a long.
Remember, they had drafted a guy from
but
Detroit.
He had a lot of
injuries. They got a college
though.
guy from Detroit. His last name was Young. Real cocky dude. Didn't work out.
Bender had a lot of injuries there. But do you know, I was listening to something, and his name came up. I forgot about Jonathan Bender. The veterans on that team, namely Mark Jackson and Reggie Miller, do you know what they used to call him?
What?
Because they were comparing him to Kevin Garnett, right?
What they call him? Baby Ticket?
No.
Rip
Ticket stuff.
Rip Ticket.
They called that man. They say he was a knockoff.
But you know what though, man? Like, okay, you got
a lot of guys to do it.
You got the upper echelon high school cat that do it. You got the LeBron, the KG, Kobe, the Dwight Howard, upper echelon cats, right? Then you got the middle of the road guys that come and have a predominantly productive NBA careers. The Tyson Chandlers, the J.R. Smiths, the Lou Williams. Lou Williams didn't go to college.
Correct.
The Monte Ellises. Then you have
Steven
Jacksons.
Jack.
Then you have the ones that are bums but stayed in the NBA a long time. Kwame Brown.
He was serviceable.
10-year NBA.
7 years.
But listen, but you're not putting him in top or second tier, right? So we got to drop to the.
Yeah.
He was serviceable.
I don't know about serviceable, man.
7 feet. He was better than that guy from Detroit.
Was he
Well,
worthy
the guy from
of
Detroit wasn't 7 feet. He was just a big cocky.
I'm talking about the white guy.
Darko.
Darko.
You're talking about Darko.
I don't know if he was better than Darko.
No, he 10 years in the league.
NBA career better than Darko. I think Darko's a better basketball player than him.
Maybe. But 10 years is respectable.
Okay, 2 bombs.
But he doesn't garner a number 1 pick. Darius Miles, same draft. 10 years, 12 years. And
Darius Miles never developed the game.
His last, I was looking at his numbers.
Put Darius Miles in the second tier, right?
He's kind of between second and third, in my opinion.
I think your Cavaliers destroyed him.
But I looked at his numbers the other day. Today, in matter of fact.
Playing with who?
His best season was his last season. That was surprising
with
to
Memphis,
me. Statistically. Right? Was it Memphis or was it Portland?
Might have been Portland. But his first
it wasn't Cleveland though.
No, it was after Cleveland.
But his first 2 seasons in as a Clipper averaging 10 points a game, he showed promise.
It was 14 or 15 points a game. His last, but injuries hurt him.
That's when he came into his body too. He got a little more solid.
But he also never developed. He couldn't shoot the ball, and that was his issue.
Yeah.
He was more athletic than most in high school.
They should just let him play athletic ball, though, man. They should let him play athletic.
Yeah, after his best year, he had 2 knee injury years. So his best year was 05, 06. 07 and 08, he did not play. And then he came back the last year for Memphis, played 34 games, and he didn't even, he got minimal playing time at best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was talking about before that 05-06 season. That was a strong, his best year.
Who was that for?
Portland. It was Portland.
Okay.
I thought so. And they had a good team. They were still kind of fighting.
So you got, like I said, you got college guys that come. I mean, high school guys that come. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Kobe are upper echelon,
regardless of
elite,
anything. Yes.
top whatever list guys.
Yes. In a class by themselves.
In a class by
themselves. Those
themselves.
three. I don't think there's many other players to date in that class.
Yeah, in that class. I think Kobe Bryant's work ethic is what really made him who he was. I think wanting to be the best. I think he was hard to play with.
At times.
For certain individuals,
Let's go back to his youth.
Them teams were horrible, though. Them Smushy Parker and Sasha Vujic.
You like Smush?
I like the name. Pause.
Hey, there you go. What's his real name? Tyrone.
William.
Oh, he said, yeah, Williams.
Smush.
Okay.
But let's talk about Kobe early.
Mm-hmm.
So, unlike LeBron, unlike Garnett, they both kind of came into. They were both high picks. Garnett at 5. LeBron at 1. Kobe was 13, I believe.
Yes.
Traded right away, so that's different than those two guys.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough, every time he saw Charlotte and that GM, he wanted to torch them because they said they couldn't use him. They didn't need a player like him.
They're retarded.
He comes into a team that is, instead of being a bad team,
They
this is
didn't
a guy that we're going to...
They didn't need a player like him, but 3 years later when they got Eddie Jones.
Yeah.
Type of retarded is that?
He
We
comes
don't need
into,
nobody like him. We want somebody that's, he kind of like him.
He comes into a playoff team,
Yeah.
a veteran-laden team, not a team that's going to build around him, where LeBron, obviously, we're going to build around him. Same thing with Kevin in Minnesota.
And he comes to a team with
I'm not going to play right away.
And they getting the diesel, too.
Not going to play
So
right away.
That all-star...
Those mid 90s, late 90s teams were great.
The
Good.
Lakers,
50 something, upper 50s.
Good.
The Lakers?
Yes.
They were good teams.
Yes.
Not great. Good teams, though.
They do great out there again.
Good teams.
You
Good
that
teams.
word great.
Good teams by official.
Get you a T-shirt. It's gonna say great though.
Nick the Quick.
Dude, they had some talent on them
That was
teams.
good.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Good teams.
Yeah,
Elder
they
Campbell
was
was still
very-
doing this thing. They moved into the
They
four.
were exciting. Good.
Not ready to win yet.
Not ready to win
They weren't
yet.
ready
That's
to
when
win
I
yet.
realized how good Nick Van Exel was.
Nick was the truth, man.
When in Cincinnati.
No, I'm talking about for the Lakers.
Okay.
Because he hadn't really came into his own with Denver.
Nick was special.
Okay, I agree.
But with the Lakers,
Came into his own so much they traded him.
But again, it's about, man, you put Shaq around, bruh. Shaq does a lot to my game. Just being on the court with that guy.
Yeah.
And Kobe, interestingly enough, and I've heard him talk about it too. They go from a good team, not being able to get over the hump. He has those well-documented moments in that Utah series where he throws up a couple air balls, but he's not afraid to take the shot.
He wasn't afraid
which
to
I
take
take
it.
my hat off to him.
Oh,
for
he
that.
was taking. He didn't care. He was shooting that ball. It was coming up short.
would you rather shoot the air ball or make the pass and let somebody else miss the shot?
I would rather shoot the air ball. That was a shot at somebody. Leave that guy alone.
It is what it is.
Can't throw shots at the king like that.
It is what the mentality is obviously different. The thing that I like about Kobe though is he recognized what his deficiency was in that situation, and his deficiency was, in his opinion, stamina.
You think he was tired?
That's what he said.
Oh, he said he
listened
was
to him
tired.
say that.
Oh, he got tired. Okay.
Meaning that I'm in Lower Merion playing 30 games on the high end, 36 maybe if we make a run downstate, thrown right into the fire with the big boys. 82 now.
They had enough talent where he could stay fresh. for the end of the game.
But that's a huge demand. 82 games is a lot.
When was he throwing up the air balls? What season was that? Third or
It was like
third?
second year, third year, something like that.
He was starting by the third year.
He'd be right. He rolling. He playing a lot.
By that time, okay, I'm just want to throw
So
it out there.
he started looking around and seeing.
Was Eddie Jones and him starting together by the third year?
Somebody had to come off.
They eventually had made that move.
I know he came off the bench for 2 straight years.
Yeah, which would have been 90.
Which
I think he was an All-Star his second year.
It was.
Yeah, he was
the
as a bench player.
17
though.
points
He
a game.
didn't start.
No,
though.
15 a game.
He didn't
Was it
start
15?
15 a
He
game.
was not a starter.
He was. He got voted in.
No, he was voted in, but he was not a starter.
Yeah,
for
he
the
got
Lakers.
voted in to be a starter. Yes.
Correct.
Never
but
happened.
He
in
was not a
NBA
starter
history.
for the Lakers.
That's remarkable. That's popularity through a different level, dude.
Because of them highlights, man.
And look, and that's before Twitter.
And that was
That's before IG.
That second year, he was 61 and 21.
Great team.
And that was
What did
Froby.
I just say?
He was bald headed,
I
low
did it on
cut.
purpose.
The second year he came with the fro. He was Froby in his first All Star.
The rookie season, they were 56 and 26. That's what I'm
They had
saying.
the Diesel, baby.
Good team.
They had the Diesel, Eddie Jones, and Nick Van Exel. Yeah, they gonna win
The
games.
strike season, they were 31 and 19.
What?
In the strike season,
Who his third season? Go to that third
This
season.
is the strike season. They had Glenn Rice, Eddie Jones. Well, that was the year they got traded.
Yeah.
Rice for Jones.
Right. So Eddie Jones started the season as a starter.
20 games.
Probably.
Then traded for Homeboy.
20
and
games.
That's when he
So we
started.
go to the 2,
Yeah.
we going Glenn with the 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Because they say this guy got talent. We got to get him.
We got to get him in the game.
But we can't poo-poo on Eddie Jones.
I got
He's a
two.
talent.
I got two. Do y'all believe they could have started them both? I think they could have.
No.
I think they
Maybe.
could have, man.
Maybe.
No, not in that triangle system. Rick Fox was perfect for that triangle system. Perfect.
But Glenn Rice.
And
Glenn Rice was
to some
perfect.
degree
He was
because
perfect for
he
the
was
system.
more of a
Catch and shoot.
Eddie Jones was more of a
He
slasher.
never created his shots.
That's why I hate the triangle. Why it makes no sense to me. Right?
Okay.
You just said that Rick Fox was perfect in it, and Glenn Rice, right?
Okay.
So was Scottie Pippen. He ain't no catch and shoot dude. I think.
But Scottie Pippen handled the ball a lot.
Okay. Ron Harper ain't no catch and shoot dude.
Ron Harper was the ball handler on that team.
You just said Homeboy handled the ball a lot. Make up your mind.
Who?
You just said Scottie Pippen.
No, Ron Harper handled the ball for the Lakers.
I'm going back. No.
But he's talking Bulls.
I'm talking Bulls now.
Ron
You said that Rick Fox, perfect for the system. Glenn Rice, perfect for the system. Those are two small forwards.
Well,
We go-
bringing the ball up and initiating the offense, that's
Okay,
child's play.
so
That's
who
child's
was the
play.
perfect catch and shoot guy for the system when the Bulls ran it?
It was the small guys.
Them small guys.
Who?
BJ,
Curry.
We talking when the
Curry.
lineup when your starters out there.
No, there wasn't one. No starters was a catch and shoot guy.
That's what I'm saying. But Rick Fox and Homeboy was man
Rick Fox got a lot of open looks in that system.
man, that triangle offense is some bull crap. Look at the guys he played. I'm tired of that. We gotta debunk that too. He got rings with Shaq and Kobe, Mike and Scotty. Why his triangle system didn't work when he lost one of them? Why that same triangle system didn't work when Shaq left?
Hold that thought.
When Mike left? When he was getting smacked around? Man, come on, man. I'm tired of that.
We'll be
You
right
still
back.
need talent.
Yeah, right.
At the end of the day,
That's
it's
system.
the NBA.
That system is fraudulent.
We're going to address that. We'll be right back.
That's what
Where's this guy come from?
You ready to go right away?
Yes, that's
Let's do it.
fraudulent, man.
Welcome back to RDR Talking Numbers. We are doing a tribute to Kobe Bryant, and we are going to delve into
The triangle.
the triangle. That's why not? Let's attack the triangle.
Man, I
and its
always wonder what
effectiveness.
that garbage was, man.
I studied the triangle offense.
Talk to me.
Not to the level of Tex Winters. Obviously,
Yeah.
he was the architect of the thing. You know, he gets a lot of credit for the design. What the triangle, in essence, is designed to do, because it's really one play. Now, obviously, there's what do you call
Multiple plays.
it?
for one play.
There's multiple. You know, there's multiple alternatives to it. But what it's designed to do is give you spacing. One. Number two, it's designed to take advantage of guys' ability to do multiple things from multiple places. So you've got a guy who can, or I shouldn't say a guy, but you can run things from the wing. You
Okay.
can run things from the high post. You can go to the low post. And then, of course, weak side is weak side basketball, no matter what kind of play you're running.
In those three spots, you need three guys that can make plays.
You need three guys that can hit a shot.
And it's utility guys. So
I don't remember Ron Harper hitting shots a lot.
That's what
Especially for the Bulls and the Lakers.
That's what I'm asking. Like,
And I'm looking at in that championship year, the first championship year, Ron Harper took
man, dude,
7 shots a game.
dude,
I don't
what-
remember not
that's
one
what
shot.
I'm
a game.
asking, man. Like, what was it? Like, dude,
But
dude, you played.
I feel like, particularly with Ron, it wasn't so much his offense.
Did he
His
won
defense,
the
he was a
same?
defense.
Did he
It was
won
a
the
defense
same?
guy.
Did he win the same triangle with Shaq, Kobe, Carl, and Gary?
Variations, yes.
And them cats couldn't win because they got
They
out.
got to the
But
They got old.
they got to the
here's
show.
the thing.
They got out and got outplayed.
But
They got outplayed.
I'm gonna tell you something because
It
I was
happens.
listening to something about that
It
too.
happens.
The triangle, plugging the triangle doesn't equate to a championship. He was winning, like you, to your point before the break, he was winning championships with superior talent.
Were they still?
He
running-
couldn't take that championship or the triangle to Vancouver.
Was he
and we
still,
expect to see
was
the
he
Grizzlies
still
in the
running the triangle when Kobe took the Lakers 3 years in a row?
Yeah, late in the
Yeah,
late 2000s.
They still ran it
Yeah,
then.
yeah, they sure did.
But again,
Lamar Odom.
you
and
had
them,
some
yeah.
talent. Lamar Odom is a perfect quote-unquote triangle player because of his versatility. He can shoot it.
So you need-
He
On
puts-
these
he puts
teams,
it on the
it's
bounce.
only 3 guys that take shots.
So you need a versatile guy. But get the versatile.
You need
Okay,
versatile players.
Scottie Pippen is
players.
Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan are the versatile guys in the triangle for Chicago.
Playmakers.
Playmakers.
Tony, Ron Harper.
And Ron Harper. Okay.
I wouldn't say Ron Harper.
But you would say Tony.
I say Tony.
Okay. Then you go to so who is it when it was Shaq and Kobe? Because your boy Glenn Rice ain't.
He was
creating
catching-
no
Well, he
one.
wasn't really. Yeah, he was a catch and shoot
So
guy.
in that situation, they only had one.
But
which
part
would
of
have been Kobe.
Part of it was
And-
it created spacing.
But Shaq commanded so much attention.
Correct.
He got everybody open
He
looks.
made guys look good.
And he was a underrated passer.
Yes.
And
That's true.
unselfish
because the
passer.
difference between
Hit a shot.
the triangle, Chicago triangle, and LA triangle, at least the early LA triangle, is the fact that now we have a guy on that strong side box. We got a guy to throw it to and get buckets. Where they threw the ball down to Longley, Wellington, them guys, they wasn't getting no bucket. It was we gonna swing it to the backside.
I think what
they
happened-
wasn't running no post up.
I think what happened with Karl Malone and Gary Payton and them, if you look at the shot chart, Karl Malone was very efficient in getting his whatever.
They didn't give it.
Because
They
he
didn't give
didn't
it
get
to
a
him
lot of
enough.
touches.
He didn't get a lot of touches.
They didn't give it to him enough.
He was horrible in that system.
Yeah.
They didn't
He
give
was
it to him enough.
he was a horrible fit. Anything he got on his own,
Yeah.
They didn't give it
and
to
he
him
shouldn't
enough.
have had to.
and he shouldn't have had to. But he was ring chasing.
And the one when Kobe went, you having Kobe, Lamar Odom, and Pau Gasol, it works perfect as well.
Again,
Because you got
Gotcha.
guards, you
because
got
again,
serviceable
you got,
guards.
you got both of those guys are super versatile.
Mm-hmm.
They're big, and you got a guy we can run. We can run it to Powell down low now too. So it's a Shaq element of being able to get buckets
Shaq
on the
element,
block.
got you right.
You know what I'm saying? So it just
Lamar Odom's another underrated basketball player.
very, very versatile, well rounded.
Very versatile.
Yeah.
He just had a drug addiction.
But let's get back to Kobe.
White women,
Oh Lord Jesus,
she drugged him.
Kobe.
He was just a weed head before he met her.
What, in your opinion? I'm not even about to go there. I'm not. I'm going to drive the narrative here.
All right.
What made Kobe special, in your opinion?
His determined, his hunger, but it got overshadowed a lot by his selfishness and self-centeredness and his stubbornness.
Was he truly
Selfish.
selfish?
Kobe
I
Bryant,
hear those.
selfish.
I hear
It's
those
very
words a
selfish.
lot
It's
when we talk about Kobe.
It's very selfish when you're in a playoff series and you refuse to take shots to prove a point in a meaningful game.
Who was the coach of that team? Topdanovich?
No,
Rudy T? Rudy T wasn't the coach of that team?
Was Phil back then?
I don't think so.
that was against Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was Rudy Topdanovich.
No, it wasn't Rudy. Rudy coach of the year, and he coached 1 year, and he had health issues.
But
I want to say
dig into that. Dig into that more. Explain those words that you use there.
you got to be a leader. You got to have leadership qualities, and having a chip on your shoulder,
told him he shoot too
and
much.
having a butt hurt. And
They
your
told,
butt,
him, they told him he shoot too
you
much.
can't have a butt hurt moment
Pause.
in the playoffs. Pause. You can't have that moment and
They
feel
said
sorry
he-
for yourself.
They said he shoot too much, so he said, "Okay, I won't
Keep
shoot."
shooting.
They point wrong. That's all they tried to do.
They told Iceman
and they
to
still
shoot
almost
too
won.
much.
And they still almost won that game.
Here's what I'll say
They
about
still
that.
almost
Keep
won that
shooting.
game.
I call Kobe selfish too. I have.
Okay.
But in that moment, I have to look back at it and say,
He was very self-centered and selfish in that series with Karl Malone
if you
against Detroit.
and he said that out of his own mouth.
He was the man. I'm the man.
I
I'm the
heard
man
him
around
say
this
that.
joint. I'm the man around this joint.
I heard him say out of his own. We should have won that
Do you
series.
That guy got 36 bands.
Should have gave Carl the
Get
ball.
him the ball.
We should have
Kobe
gave
got
Carl the ball.
33.
We should have gave Carl the ball more.
Not at the time.
So what?
Should have gave Carl the ball
This is
more.
my team. We had championships before.
Last
you
year,
got
this
here.
guy
We had
had.
championships before you got here.
That's good.
Okay,
That's
Dray-
good.
okay, Draymond.
But last
Yeah,
year,
before you got here.
last
Okay,
year
Dray.
I averaged 20 plus, and I'm dumbing it down
so did I.
for the sake of the team.
That's your fault.
Give me the ball.
That's his fault. He knew he shouldn't have went there.
No.
Hindsight 2020. He knew he shouldn't have went there.
They should have won the title with what they had, and they didn't. And they regret it.
Everybody took a step back. GP took a step back.
regret it.
Shaq took a step back.
So did Kobe.
They
Look at the numbers. Kobe averaged 23 points a game. Everybody dumbed it down to try to win, man. Kobe Bryant went to the.
That was one of
Kobe
his
Bryant-
worst series I've
Kobe
ever seen in my life.
Kobe Bryant went to the finals, and you had the defensive cats over there, and Rip said it. I was talking mess to him. We told him he wasn't going to get it off, and Kobe's ego came out. And he said, I'm not about to let them two talk to me like that. It also showed when Ben Wallace was throwing Shaq all around the court, too.
Out of shape, Shaquille O'Neal.
Who fought his dad?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. Shaq, come to work on time and in shape, dog. Let's get this
Do you
together.
think Ben Wallace could throw Karl Malone around like that?
No. No.
We're not asking.
But that's coaching. That's coaching.
But he threw
Shaq,
the diesel
come sit-
around like that, dog.
Shaq, come sit next to me. Come sit next to me.
You crazy. That ain't
Let that
happening.
man with
That-
36 bands
That ain't
work.
That ain't happening.
He ain't got to
It
sit
ain't
down,
happening.
but we're not going to run it through, you know.
So listen. What you just said should have happened, right? So why blame Kobe? Because he had an issue.
Kobe had a
'cause
moment. He had selfish
'Cause
moments in that
when
series.
Kobe lit up Rip Hamilton, and then they go to the interview, and Tayshaun Prince say, "Man, I got him." You don't think Kobe saw that? You got me to do what?
Yeah, he don't want them problems. But they won
So
the
Kobe
series.
mentality was, I'm a 3-time champ. I'm averaging 29 points a game before these two clowns get here. Dudes I was beating. I'm telling y'all, dudes I was beating. So when it happened, I don't know if it's selfish or just more. Determination and selfishness can look the same.
Very similar. They can. That's why I asked the question.
Determination and selfishness can look the same.
The problem I have with Kobe, I don't even know if I would ever take him on my best of teams. You know, you got your first team with
Because you got
wait,
Mike.
Michael Jordan. You know, you got your first team.
That's right.
I don't know if I'd take Kobe Bryant on my second team.
But why?
Okay.
I'm okay
That's
with you saying it,
respectable.
but why? I want to hear why. And then I got a reason I'm asking.
I would rather go for a player like Walter Ray.
Okay. Why?
Not even James Harden, but a Walter Ray would be perfect on my second
Why?
team ever. Catch and shoot guy, can create off the dribble, play his role.
But who's on your second team though? You feel what I'm saying?
But are you just building a team, or are you just saying these are the
Everybody got
these
their
are the
favorite
second-
team. They
so
favorite.
you got my first five.
First
this is your
five,
second
then
five.
the second five.
Okay.
And you always throw Kobe on the second five.
So why? Why though?
I don't like the way he play. I don't like the way Kobe play. And Kobe is a killer. He's a prime time killer.
And then let me say something, because
I love Walter Ray's game.
This is why I wanted to have this show.
I threw these on
Okay.
because I'm giving my man the side eye.
Okay. let me
I love Walter Ray's game.
let me jump in there. And first of all, let me say this: rest in peace to Kobe Bryant.
Is Walter Ray in our top five, Brian?
No.
Shooting guard
James Harden is in the top five.
and Dwayne.
I mean, to be honest, can I say something just off subject because we talking about Kobe?
Go ahead.
I'm willing to throw Dwayne Wade out.
No.
I am. I told you I don't like weirdos.
I knew that's what we're talking about between the lines, though.
Brian, listen.
Between the lines,
listen
man.
to your man.
Between the lines, man.
I have an issue
I'm
with
going
your
with Walter
personality.
Ray. I'm going Walter
thinking
Ray over
I take
Dwayne
you
Wade.
out, man.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to
like weirdos.
we gotta do this show again. Then we gotta do that again.
Do that list again, yeah.
We gotta do it again because
Times change.
I don't agree.
And that's
Dwayne
cool.
Wade is a killer.
And the
He's
reason-
a killer.
And the reason I say I
He's
don't
definitely a
agree,
kill- He's a killer of a male testosterone. That's what he's a
the
killer.
reason I don't agree is because neither of them have
he needs to
played.
step up.
Neither of those guys have played any more minutes. I agree with Harden moving because he's still playing.
He's still playing.
Allen Iverson can't go up on the list because he's
can't.
not playing no more minutes.
Right.
I don't believe Walter Ray can move up on the list because he ain't playing no more. But we'll deal with it later.
He can move up on the list. You
We'll
know
deal
why?
with it later.
Because I like when he talk in interviews. He ain't no hater. He be
Okay.
honest. He made some points about that Boston Celtics situation that make me say, you know what, I understand Ray's side now.
Well, as far as what, leaving?
Yeah, so I mean, but you know, Dwayne Wade, you probably didn't slip, man.
But let's go back to Kobe.
I like the way you wear your pants and your hats and your shirts.
I respect
He's out of here.
your stance on Kobe Bryant because I feel like, and you know, God rest his soul, you know, rest in peace.
Yes,
one thing that I've watched and observed over the last, what has been about 6 weeks or so now, right, is, and this happens a lot, but I mean, I've really watched it in this situation. Kobe has been assigned a lot of those words that you mentioned, selfish and self-centered and all of that stuff.
I'm a fan more of Kobe than Dwayne Wade. I've never been a fan of Dwayne Wade.
Don't like Wade.
Ever.
But check this out.
Ever.
He dies.
I've never been a fan, and I'm on record as saying that years ago. I'm talking about when Miami was making their run in the early 2000s, early to mid 2010s. Never been a fan of
I ain't got nothing
Flash.
to say. I could say something.
But Flash was a very important part. 3 out of the 4 years, all NBA. Key piece to that puzzle with Bosh and LeBron James, and you got to take your hat off.
I think the determination, the selfishness, and all that of Kobe Bryant
and an elite defender
is still that right there makes him Kobe Bryant. I think that a person who put it all on the court, went out there, I'm gonna play hard. You're not my friend. I don't care nothing about you if you don't wear my jersey. He had that mentality. Kobe Bryant wasn't a friend out there shaking hands, but Kobe Bryant is also a mentor to a lot of the superstar players in the league
of today.
Mamba mentality.
But what I wanted to get at is and I respect Ryan for saying, hey, he doesn't make my second team. A lot of guys, in my opinion, particularly in the media, have their whole approach to Kobe has changed. The way they talk about him is just because he's gone now. And I don't agree with saying, okay, now he's number 2 on my list or he's gone. Because remember, the day he died, we were looking at something, he was number 14 all time. And I was like, can Kobe Bryant really be 14? And we took a bigger look. It was like, well, he's the second two guard listed. You know, and he's like, well, okay, where does Carl fall? It made sense.
But how many spots is in front of him? How many? You're telling me there's more elite big men and swing men and point guards better than Kobe Bryant ever?
Based on that list we looked at, it made sense. It kind of made sense.
Because he's in my top 10 ever.
Listen, I understand that. But listen, man, it's a list that don't nobody talk about. And I brought it up to Ryan years ago. It's an elite 9.
Did they have a lot of them guys
it's an elite 9. It's an elite
that 9. Are senile now and passed away?
Yes, they did. But it's an elite 9
but
that have
the dream teamers get love.
But it's an elite 9 that nobody talks about. They talk about certain people from this elite 9, but they leave out one of the people. This elite 9 is players that have multiple championships and multiple MVPs. Okay, Shaq is not in the list because he don't have multiple MVPs. Kobe Bryant does not have multiple MVPs. So that list is 9 players. The 9 players are Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
Larry Joe.
Larry. Did I say Magic?
Magic.
There's 2 more people on the list. Steph Curry and one more of the guy. I'm the elite 9.
Okay.
That means I am one of the best guys ever multiple times. And I'm one of the best team ever multiple times.
Winning championships.
Dude, so
my
a lot of them players is on that list.
Listen to me.
Kobe
My
Bryant,
thing is, okay, Kobe Bryant is better than any point guard ever played.
False.
Dig.
We're talking about player-wise, right? We're talking about everything.
I love Steph.
Okay, he's not better than he's not. He's not. Steph is the ultimate teammate. Anybody can play with him.
You're preaching to the choir.
Okay, and so if he's not, if I'm preaching to Magic, I'm taking Magic. I would take Magic Johnson and Steph as my 1 and 2 before.
No, we talking player for player.
Okay,
let's just talk player for player.
We just talking player for player. I'm telling you, I'm taking them. If I'm making my list, them 2, and I'm not even talking. I'm talking about ever, because if it's I seen, it's gonna be Steph and a Kobe Bryant. But we're talking about ever. I'm not taking.
You've seen Kobe Bryant. You've seen Steph Curry. You telling me Steph Curry is better than Kobe Bryant?
I'm taking Steph Curry.
I respect that.
I'm taking Steph
because
Curry.
I am a fan of Steph Curry.
Steph Curry has changed the way the NBA is played.
Is he better than the second best point guard ever?
Who is the second best point guard?
Who's under Steph Curry? Magic Johnson.
That's if I say Magic is second. I'm not saying that because people are gonna try to kill me. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if Kobe Bryant is on the list and he happened to be 14, if I looked at the list and I took away everybody I didn't see, then Kobe Bryant is in the top 10.
Probably.
Because you had guys like Oscar Robinson on there.
Westwood,
you had Bill Russell was on there.
Yeah.
I'm taking them out off top. I don't base it on what I haven't seen and what somebody told me. I base it on what I've seen. That list, and the guy doing at Bleacher Report is probably younger than me.
Probably.
So he going off of what is the
What his
popular
grandfather
decision to
told
say.
him, right.
I'm not going off of that. But I think Kobe Bryant's how he attacked the game, his preparation for the game, how he lived for those defensive matchups. He had a conversation with Kyrie Irving at the Olympics, and Kyrie Irving said, "I could beat you one-on-one." Kobe said,
I love that moment.
Kobe said, "Man, you're gonna be calling for help, bro. You can't do nothing with me." He said, "You're gonna be calling for help." Later on that season, Lakers played the Cavs. That boy Kyrie got it at the top.
He was cooking.
Homeboy pushed everybody away. It was him and him. And he hit him with every move he could hit and tried to fade away and jump. And Kobe blocked him. Man, you aren't ready for what I'm about to do. I didn't forget what you said. I'm about to put in that work. That is the part about Kobe Bryant's game that it's only a few people
The
that
heart
do
and
that.
determination. And the determination to win.
Mm-hmm. To be great.
To be great.
He wanted to be. He was the guy, I want to be the man.
I can't believe that's been, from what I've seen, I've been watching the NBA since '82. I can't think of 10 players better than Kobe Bryant.
Hold that thought.
Just off the top
But he
of
ain't
my
putting
head.
him on his second.
Right. I'm going to get him after the break.
I didn't explain myself.
You backpedal
Hold-
more than Michael Jackson at the Motown Festival, moonwalking.
Hold that thought. We'll be back in just 1 minute. We're going to jump right back into it.
Let's get it.
Welcome back to RDR. We about to get Ryan. We're gonna just put it
boy,
just
go,
like
my boy. Twilight Zone.
it ain't the
my
it ain't
boy,
the debate
man.
because he's not talking to anybody else. We just gonna put you're on trial right now. That's what we gonna, this is a what they call that thing, a deposition.
It's a deposition,
It's a
man.
deposition. So
Since
could
82.
you explain yourself? You said we didn't give you a chance to explain yourself.
I'll go position by position.
Okay.
Point guard that I've seen, he's better than any point guard I've ever seen.
Let me put the shade on.
Put the shades on. Please put the shades.
Okay.
It's getting bright in here.
I'll take that.
2 guard, Michael Jordan. So he's got 1,
So he's no two guards better than Kobe, other than Mike.
other than Mike.
Okay.
Small forward, LeBron James makes the list. He's arguably the greatest player ever.
Okay.
I wish he stopped saying that.
Small forward, other than LeBron James, is better than Kobe Bryant.
See what I'm saying? This guy's nuts. He said he
I want to say KD.
Better than Kobe.
I'm gonna say KD.
Wow.
Hold on, no.
You're
I'm sorry. Larry Joe Bird.
Do you understand? I'm telling
Larry Joe
you,
Bird.
he all over the place.
Larry Joe Bird. We're gonna revisit the small forwards. Power forward, Karl Malone.
Better than Kobe.
Tim Duncan, because in the 2010s, it's a debate who was the greatest player in that era. And you can go either or. So I'm going to go Karl Malone, Tim Duncan.
Okay.
And at my center, Kareem, which is 5, Hakeem.
Okay.
So you got 3 spots left.
He don't even like Tim Duncan.
I don't like him, not at all. But
You taking Timmy over Kobe?
Yeah, because it's a debate who was the greatest player in the era, in the 2000s.
Okay.
This is a good time.
So I'm revisiting KD. I can revisit Magic. I can revisit KD and Magic. And he still makes the 10.
That's respectable. So here's my
I wish y'all
question.
could see my eyes right now.
Here's my question. So how can you take Ray
In my
Is it just
second
based off of
team.
style?
My style. Yeah,
just
yeah.
based off of style? Because here's what I'll say about Kobe. And I watched a lot of him. We're very close in age, so I was super excited to see a guy go to high school, you know. Kobe was And this is what made him special, in my opinion. It wasn't the determination. It wasn't his will to win. Cats was scared of him. Flat out. They were afraid. He instilled fear.
You over there bubbling. You're scoffing at the mouth over there. You're frothing.
In his opponents.
He's got rabies. He got that H1N1.
On. Pause. On and off the court. He solicited fear. And that, to me, is what made him special. Cats looked over there and was like,
A lot of them years though,
I got to deal with him tonight?
You dealt with him, but his team was inferior.
Also true.
For a stretch.
Also true. But you did not want to be the guy that he gave 60, though. You didn't want to be that guy. Immortalized because he gave you.
Man, let this guy talk.
I am not even about to look. I'm letting Dave do his thing. I have nothing.
You breathing heavy.
This is a catastrophe.
Why? Talk to. Go ahead. Address it. There's plenty of time. Address it.
It's a catastrophe.
Okay. Look.
Do I need to move back?
I think Kobe Bryant is he's in my top 10. He's in my top 7.
Okay.
Of people I've seen ever.
Okay.
How long you been watching basketball? You got to put it out there.
89.
Okay.
Okay. Period. So I was 10
So
years old.
you've seen all of Kobe.
I've seen all of it. So he's up there.
Okay.
But
There's one other thing that made it special, but I'll let you go. Then I'll address that too.
my man I'm about to say something. I don't care if it's unpopular or not. You know I don't care.
No, go ahead. Go do what you do. It's your show.
Kevin Durant is not better than Stephen Curry. Period. You brought up Tim Duncan and Kobe, teetering on,
Best player of the decade.
Steph and LeBron teetered on this decade. And Steph got it. KD ain't messing with him. You came over here and I allowed my statistics to dip a little bit after reigning a 2-time MVP. Allow my to dip so you could put some rings on so people cannot call you Charles Barkley and Karl Malone.
So let me do this. Magic Johnson, you gone. Stephen Curry is in the top 10.
You are taking your boy Magic out.
I'm taking him out. Because I'm on record as saying I'd rather have Stephen Curry than Magic Johnson.
You have said
8
that.
days of the week.
8 days of the week. 7 days in a week, he taking them 1+ at least.
You watch Magic's highlights and you watch Steph's highlights and you're on the edge of your seat like I am right now. Watching Steph. Like I said, I watched the 2016 Western Conference Finals, Game 6 and 7, and Game 6 just blew me away. Game 7, I was done. I needed life flight.
The medical alert breaks.
Medical alert. Help.
And I'm not taking, I think.
I've never seen nothing like that a day in my life.
That's what I'm saying. We're talking about high level, and Kobe Bryant, but like you said, people's recollection of what they felt about Kobe has changed. And Kobe has been deemed selfish by a lot of people. But if you're not understanding what the selfishness is, or why he's being this way, or what he wants done, it changes the way you look at the situation. But Kobe Bryant had a lot of teammates that didn't like him. He treated a lot of his teammates like dirt. And for whatever reason, they said something before, if Kobe Bryant didn't think you were good, he ain't mess with you. I ain't got time to mess with you. You can't help me. So is that horrible? Or is that just the way he is?
I gotta respect that because I look at it like this. You don't have time to be my friend if you're not getting better.
Yes.
Go get in the gym.
That is real.
Go
Now, mind you, a guy like Steph Curry, I wish he had a little bit of that to talk to Draymond Green like that. Because he can't be getting better, and he can't be doing nothing to get better. And if Draymond played with Kobe Bryant, Draymond Green wouldn't be out there.
They got him off the team.
They got him off the team.
So but he was that edge factor on that team that worked for them. Out of all of them.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing about
the
that, though, and this is where, again, a guy like Kobe, I got to take my hat off to him. I don't like you being the heart and soul of the team when we win championships. But when we're in a rebuilding year because we got guys missing, you have no heart or soul.
But that's on Kupchak. I blame Kupchak for that.
What do you mean?
I blame the buses for personnel.
No.
He
What I'm
had-
saying, you're talking about Dre. So with Kobe,
No, I'm
that
talking
didn't
about Kobe.
change.
I'm talking about
Kobe was always that guy.
Yeah,
he
but
was on 10 all the time.
But like I said, they had some inferior years in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I felt that you wasted his talent, and he just scored a lot of points, going towards the 30.
Agreed.
But that added to the legend of Kobe Bryant. That 40-point a game month, that 40 points in a row.
But
the
you
legend.
knew in your
Added to
heart
his
they
legend.
wasn't
But they
going
gonna win,
nowhere.
yeah.
But he won championships after that. That's like saying Michael Jordan wasted a lot of his time when he was dominating early in the 80s and wasn't going nowhere.
But they was getting to the playoffs.
How many times did they miss the playoffs with Kobe Bryant doing all
I
that?
think twice.
Okay. He's still balling. It adds, if you take away
Are
that.
you comparing Michael Jordan's performances in the 80s, mid 80s,
Yes.
to Kobe Bryant's?
Yes. Kobe Bryant averaged 35 points a game.
In those inferior years?
You said this to me the other day. And now you can't backpedal for this.
In between
When I brought up
championships?
Michael Jordan, you said they were losing games. I said they made the playoffs. So what? Look at it. It was 8 games in the league. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. You can't say he wasted time. He wasted time.
Early Mike.
That added, look, them years, that Michael Jordan stretch when he was averaging 37 a game, it wasn't going nowhere. He never wrote.
This is my difference. This is my
Okay.
difference. You go from greatness with the championship years to inferiority to greatness again to riding off in the sunset. That's why I blame Mitch Kupchak for not getting proper personnel in there to help that man out and his talent.
They wasted some years, no doubt.
It was totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. That's why he wanted to get out of there.
You don't think that had a lot to do with people probably not wanting to play with Kobe Bryant?
That's possible.
Kobe Bryant started got people on that team and started winning again. People nobody wanted no more. Lamar Odom was getting in trouble. Nobody wanted him. He get there. Ron Artest, nobody wanted him. He was getting in there. Pau Gasol got traded for his brother, and nobody knew who the hell he was yet. So it's not like he was getting free agents to come in there.
And Phil came back.
And Phil came back. So at the end of the day, Kobe Bryant was dogging. Kobe Bryant is on record as saying, I can't win no championship with Andrew Bynum.
Because quite frankly,
He won 2 with him.
that 09 was it. Celtics won in 8.
Yep,
So
they
they won it in 9 and 10.
yeah.
Those teams weren't great.
They wasn't, but they was put. Those teams were.
They were
No,
good.
they were great because they're champions.
So who's bigger?
But I mean, when you're looking at that roster,
when you look at
up
the
and down
roster,
that roster,
when you look at the roster, no, it doesn't jump off the page. But like y'all said, the triangle offense worked to a key. You added. You got an all-star player in Powell, an all-star player in Bynum, and it just worked. And LeBron James couldn't get in the finals those 3
But
years.
see, let me ask you this though, because LeBron James has stated in the past that get me some talent in here so I can do my thing.
And they never did either.
Is that the same thing that Kobe was screaming and preaching?
And
I'll
they
say no,
never-
it's not.
And they never did either.
But here's why. Here's the difference.
But then again, the talent they got in there, they tried to change how they play too.
Here's the difference between Kobe and LeBron from that perspective. Kobe, and I don't think I'm wrong though.
Okay.
Kobe was committed to the Lakers. He never held them hostage with his contract length or what I'm going to decide to do.
He
or
did
not
ask to be
do.
traded before though.
He did. I agree. But at no point he wasn't, and again, I don't fault LeBron for doing it, but his stance in deciding to do what he wanted to do with contracts, it was good for him, it's good for his brand, good for his business. It was counterproductive for him saying that I need help because it tied the Cavaliers' hands.
Let me ask you this.
Flat out.
In
Kobe never did
2012 or 2016, when the Cavs beat the Warriors, on paper, who had the better team? I always ask you that, Ron.
that. Golden State.
To me, Golden State did.
Festus Ezeli, Barbosa, Spates, Harrison Barnes.
Golden State the better team. Livingston.
Listen, I
Livingston,
know what you're saying. If
Iguodala.
you ask who had the better 3, right? If we do the better 3.
But a roster ain't made.
No,
saying
listen,
the
and
better
then
team.
this is what we'll do. You do the better 3. The better of three goes to the Cavs.
Sure.
Right? On awards at that point in time, what they had done, name, all that. Them three, LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie will get the nod over Steph, my boy Clay, and Draymond.
So they should have won the
No, that's not true. That's not fair. That's not true.
That's what I'm saying.
Because if you say
you see where I'm going? You see where I'm going? You see where I'm going?
Look at the top 10 players. Do the Cavs got more top 10 or do the Warriors? I say the Warriors got more top 10.
Top 10 players in what?
As far as in that series. So LeBron's probably
I'm
the best.
saying
the best player in the series.
I'm saying the Cavs
Steph's
weren't playing
probably
up to
number
par
2.
the first 4 games, and they should have swept the Golden State Warriors. Truthfully, because they ended up sweeping, winning 3 games straight. I'm telling you on paper, and I look at those series. Those games, they got blew out, what, game 3? Game 2, game 3, they got blew out. Mm-hmm. That's the only legitimate win. Because that 41-41 game in game 5, you just knew in your heart, this team is better.
Who did? I didn't know that.
Man, I don't know how these guys gonna beat these guys, man.
How did we get here?
I don't think on paper that team was better.
I'm telling you on paper, man.
I don't because if you take the
do we need to do a show about that?
If you take the 3, right?
Because this has come up about 3 times.
If you take the 3, and let's say those 3 are in order, LeBron 1.
Let's take the 2.
But this gonna blow your mind though, because I'm about to say something crazy. The 2 you're talking about will be LeBron
and
Clay,
Kyrie,
Steph, and Clay, right?
The next best player is Clay.
Right? It goes LeBron, Steph, Clay, and Kyrie.
Clay?
No.
And
no. Yes, at that point?
No.
Not at that point.
He's a two-way player.
Not at that point.
He's a two-way. We said basketball player.
Not that year.
Not at that point.
Not that point.
Still,
no,
Ryan.
No.
I'm taking Clay.
No.
Time's up for me.
No.
This gonna blow your mind.
I'm listening.
This gonna blow your mind. That year, Steph and Clay was both All-Stars and both All-NBAs.
Yeah.
Kyrie wasn't neither. Kyrie's 4th, like I said. Y'all can look how you want. I'm talking about that time, at that point, Steph and Clay was All-Stars
That only solidifies
and
my
All-NBA players. Kyrie was 4. I don't care about all that. Hey, I don't care about none of that garbage.
In the game?
Don't care. I'm talking about, you said at that point before it start. Before it start, Clay can look at his house and say, I'm an All-Star, All-NBA. Steph, I'm an All-Star, All-NBA. LeBron, you know what Kyrie had to say? I'm here. Your boy's 4 on that list at that point in time. That's why I'm leaning to it. And they won 73. So if we do that, Draymond gets 5.
Over Kevin Love?
All-Star, All-NBA, defensive team. We're talking about awards that you can sit there and hold up and say, this is what I did. What did you do this year?
I agree.
Then it go K-Love.
And then you're done talking about
Cavs
Cavaliers. Then no more Cavs on the list.
Then it goes Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Then it goes Iggy. Then
Barbosa.
you say
maybe
JR.
Maybe JR.
Then you say
and I might
JR.
take Livingston over JR. For real.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Dave,
don't do
Dave,
that.
you reaching on that.
Dave, you got jumped on 2 weeks ago. Don't get jumped on
Dave,
again.
I might.
Dave, don't
do
do
that.
that.
Don't do that.
I might.
No, Dave. You can't get that
I
one.
might.
You want to.
I might.
You can't get that one.
Barbosa maybe, but not you.
That's my point, though. Ain't no more Cavs there. Warriors were better.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, we'll be back in just a minute.
We'll be back.
All right, let's close this Kobe out.
All right.
Quick little 10-minute segment. I don't know how we got on it. I don't know.
It
It's
was in my
Ryan.
heart. It was
It's
in my heart.
Ryan.
It was in my heart.
He's stuck.
It was in my heart.
All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We were talking about Kobe Bryant and ended up in the 2016 NBA Finals. only RDR. Nonetheless, we're going to close out the show. Kobe was obviously a phenomenal player, one of the best ever. You know, his ranking is going to vary from place to place. I want to share one thing. Normally we close it out with what's your number. Mine won't be a number, but you guys can take it however you want to. I listened to him tell a story, and this is the other thing that I feel like that made him special outside of the fear factor, him scaring people. He talked about, or they were asking him about his relationship with Mike, and obviously he looked up to him, patterned his game after him. A lot of elements were very similar, and he got a chance to catch the tail end of Mike's career. So it was kind of a passing of the torch to some degree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike kind of mentored him in a lot of ways. And he talked about a conversation that they had. He said, we were sitting down talking, just shooting it. Mike will talk about basketball forever. And he said one difference between the two of us is Mike will compete with anything.
Right.
Mike will compete with, who can flush the toilet the best. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. He said, me, I'm an ultimate competitor, but it's about this hoop thing.
Right.
But he said, they got into the conversation, who is it? Your 91 Bulls or my 03 Lakers?
Okay.
And Mike said to him, well, first of all, I'm going to tear your ass up.
First off,
Kobe Bean's response, and this is what I feel makes him Kobe. He looked at him and this is his words, his story. He said he looked at him and said, don't forget who you're talking to. And to me,
that's how
I would have loved to see prime Mike and prime Kobe.
I don't think it would have been close. Because that guy was on a mission.
I think Mike would have torn him up. But listen to what I'm
Mike
saying.
was
Really?
on
Yes,
a mission,
I'm gonna tell you
dude.
why.
Okay.
That 91, because he was there in 90.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I think,
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. Yeah.
because they was going to win it that year.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were going to beat Portland that year.
So explain why Mike tears up Kobe. Explain that to me.
Because I think Mike. I looked at a lot of stuff, researching for what we had to do today. A lot of stuff I wanted to touch on, I didn't jump into, but I looked on a lot of verses.
Okay.
And what you did against your peers.
Okay.
The guys that was on that level.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant's numbers against Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson numbers are better. I'm talking about head to head.
Okay.
Allen used to light him up.
I believe it.
And Michael Jordan's issue with you, if he had one, was detrimental to what he was going to do to you. It wasn't. Kobe Bryant had an issue with Walter Ray, and it didn't show itself. He didn't outplay Walter Ray to the point in those two finals where it was he dominated. He didn't Clyde Drexler. He didn't Mike Clyde Drexler. He never did that to anybody. He played in a matchup where it was me and you. Mike has done that.
Interesting. That's
And
an interesting.
Do you feel what I'm saying? He never did it.
Interesting. Okay.
The finals MVPs that Kobe got, his numbers ain't LeBron James. His numbers ain't 35. His numbers ain't KD, 32 a game.
Best player in the Lakers,
yeah,
but yeah,
but his number
I get
is
what you're
his numbers at when he knows is 27. Regular. What he did during that season. Michael Jordan was averaging 40. He saw Charles Barkley away from him. He said, "Hey Charles, hey, you my boy, but not today. I'm about to tell you what 40."
Say, pencil me in already.
Pencil me in. So when Mike says, "I'm gonna tear your ass up," and he says, "Forget who you're talking to, it don't matter. I'm going to eat you. You couldn't eat you couldn't even eat the people who you were supposed to." I looked at a Dwayne Wade and Kobe matchup every time they played.
A lot of battles.
Very even.
I'm gonna say it's pretty even too. I don't know about the wins and losses, but statistically, I would.
And
Okay.
Dwayne Wade would have got his mouth tore out.
Yeah, you can't check.
A line from Mike.
He not the defender Kobe.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end, it's one of them. I'm with Ryan on that. I don't even think it would have been close. I think Mike's.
He was on another
I
level.
think
Mike
Mike's
was on another
mentality
level. Yeah,
when
he's
he
on
went in there was different. I think Kobe's was, I'm gonna do my thing. Kobe and Walter Ray hated each other. Clyde and Mike didn't hate each other.
He just hated the fact that they said that Clyde
He
was
hated
as
the
good
fact
as he
that the
was.
media made
Yeah,
it seem
okay.
like that. No, Ray and Kobe do not like each other. And when they had to meet twice, you didn't outplay them.
Okay.
That right there. If Mike wanted to show you, he was gonna show you. It wasn't even gonna be close. There was nothing gonna be said. It was all that.
Was he going to do him like he did Clyde?
He might have.
Probably yes.
He might have did him worse.
I'm gonna say
because
this.
Clyde didn't say nothing.
There you
Is
go.
Kobe going to tear Clyde up?
I don't know. Because does Kobe just look at it like, oh, they're saying it's me versus Clyde, just let me go out here and ball? Do you feel what I'm saying? Or is Clyde, is you over there running your mouth?
I was gonna say if Clyde's talking to him, I think he responds to that.
Right, but
He
Clyde
might respond to that, but not the newspapers.
Clyde
saying,
threw up. Only thing Clyde was saying was, "Oh, I got a better jumper." Mike said, "Really? Oh, okay. I'm about to go ahead and hit 6 threes." Because you said you can shoot better than me. Okay.
What Magic said. It's his game. It's his game. What they gonna do?
It's Michael Jordan's game. That's what Magic said. As it's going on, and Clyde wasn't the same after Mike got
You
on
won't let
him.
that go.
I can't.
Never in life.
He wasn't the same when Mike got his hands around that boy's neck.
Ryan?
Stranglehold.
The legacy of Kobe Bryant, having to wait his turn, but being groomed under great talent, good talent, and then getting this opportunity and playing with arguably the greatest big man ever. You can have it's a legit argument. And under a triangle system with arguably the greatest coach ever, okay, with role players around you and having great success. He's always been successful, putting that ball in the basket. 2-guard, shooting guard.
Lived up to the job description.
Up to the job description. Wasn't the greatest teammate ever, but he got the job done every night.
But he wasn't the greatest teammate ever early. When they start talking to players on this team.
So you saying later he got humbled?
Later, dude, if you go talk to Powell, Lamar, Ron Artest,
Maybe because he went
maturity.
through that. He went through that inferior
where
stage
you don't have a chance to win.
where you don't have a chance, and everybody's laughing at you, and you're watching from the crib.
That's why you said he wasted his time. He didn't.
He grew.
He learned.
Because he didn't have to
And
win.
that's what it is. If you talk to different ones, they will tell. Dude, no, Pau Gasol said Kobe Bryant was the best teammate I ever had.
But Paul Gasol don't win without playing on that Lakers team. He
Kobe
would never have a chance to win a
Kobe
championship.
wouldn't
Might
have
not win
five.
without Powell.
And Kobe wouldn't have 5.
So
Paul
Gasol should keep him at high esteem every time he talks about him. He should never fool him and Lamar. But
Kobe Bryant would always speak so highly of Powell.
Powell was super good.
He would speak highly of him like it was through the roof.
Great hands, good
Powell can
rebound,
play, man.
defender,
Super
nice
finesse player.
touch. Yeah,
And
Great finesse.
I think
player.
they came at an ideal time and they won. But maybe it's this too. When you're winning, everybody good teammate. We found out what type of teammate Draymond Green is when they wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So winning might have something to do with humble.
And I will say this about Kobe. I feel like other than the 04 season, I feel like he maximized his opportunity. He got the most out of his career. Other than that 04, which I think is a big regret for them.
And I'm gonna tell you something like
them
this.
as a team.
I think he left a lot. He put it all out there. I think he walked away from the game and was like, I did it. Mm-hmm. I did anything I wanted to do. He didn't get pushed out.
I'm not going to close the chapter on everything, but my basketball playing is closed.
It's a lot of superstar
Injury didn't
players
take me out. I went out on my own terms.
that they got to walk out on their own. Like it's guys like Ray left on his own.
Yeah.
Left on his own. Kobe.
And he probably could still.
And they were begging him to come back.
The
teams were begging.
Absolutely. He's still in shape.
My guy like Paul Pierce. He should have left 2 years before that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Tim Duncan left on his own. Some players get to Ginobili left on his own. Tony Parker. And when you get to say, you know what?
Instead of the game telling, look at you, the game like, hey, bro.
Exactly. Yep.
It's time.
Yep.
Yeah, and hung a 60 on him.
And 160 when he on his way out.
And
And not only just hung a 60. That loss to Utah kept them out the playoffs. They needed that win. They made the playoffs that year. The team he was shooting the air balls in.
Just a little something.
That was in Kobe's head. Kobe knew that. Oh, yeah.
History.
I remember I had some issues with y'all in the playoffs. People talk crazy about me. Y'all won't make the playoffs. I'm going to make sure y'all don't.
Keep your home.
I'm about to go bananas.
Try next year.
And they did. And next year they made it.
Try next year.
That's the thing, man. You gotta, you put in that work. Kobe Bryant, great. I think he's I think players who come along who are great are one in a lifetime.
No. We said elite stratosphere. He's elite stratosphere.
He's an elite stratosphere. He's in the galaxy. Galaxy players, when they come along, you might see somebody that plays like him. Like him and Mike, he stole similar stuff from Mike. But if you look at their game, they do not play alike. They played different, but the jumper looked at the same, the spin looked at the same, some of the drives looked at the same. But them Galaxy type guys, those two, the LeBron James, the Kevin Garnett's, Tim Duncan's, Karl Malone's, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal's, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's, Hakeem Olajuwon's, David Robinson's, Magic Johnson's, Larry Bird's, Steph Curry. Those guys, you'll see players that look like him, but he's not that person. And that's legit. He's not that person. He can do similar stuff, put up similar numbers, but how he made you feel when he watched him, how he made you feel when you rooted against him, that's different, man.
And he's one of those guys. Love him, love to hate him, but he was must-see TV.
You gonna watch him. You gonna watch him, man.
For sure. So listen, this is RDR Talking Numbers. Do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and share. Help make us more discoverable with the podcast. And do me another favor. Open up your browser. Go to YouTube. Find RDR Talking Numbers. Subscribe there as well. You'll see our weekend review. Not sure if we're going to do that for a while. We may hold off a little bit because there may not be anything to review. But we're hoping that the season returns soon. But as always, live well, laugh often, love much. We'll see you real soon. RDR Talking Numbers.